Okay. So as for today, we are going to be working on breakout strategy because majorly this class is meant for the beginners class and for those that actually understand what the class is all about before, maybe it's been a long time you joined. Um, I will suggest you just take some new notes because there's always going to be a new development, and right now we also have some new development in the forex market. And today I think we're going to be using Euro USD mainly for the what's it called for the class. So when you talk about breakout strategy, what is it all about? Because I think there are more than 100 strategy, and everybody can as well, create their own strategy no matter what. Anybody can create their own strategy. You can formulate something in your head, maybe based on experience or something, and then you can easily just uh, start it, just for you to be using that for your own personal trade. Okay, so for breakout strategy, which is like the simplest, it's just a principle of buy and sell. And but I think before we go there, we should work on support and resistance first. So when we understand support and resistance, it's going to give us the insight and the understanding of how the market work. All right, so what is support? What's the resistance in the market? Let me just, and I'm going to post this video on YouTube tonight. So in case you are not understanding what's going on, you can just ask, or maybe even you have a question, just let me know so you can talk. We have this to be a support because I don't want this to be more of a theory class. I want it to be more of a practical. So we have resistance here. Okay, we have resistance here. And then the principle is that whenever we are in a resistance, there's always going to be a decline in the market. So when there is a decline, then that means there's going to be a sell. We are looking forward to a sell. That's what it means. All right, so we have a support here, a resistance, support, resistance, and then so on like that. And then this is just trying to tell us that whenever we have this kind of a thing, here is meant for a sell. Okay, and then we can as well sell here, and then we can as well sell here, and then we can as well sell here. The same thing is applicable to what is on support. Wherever you see a support, buy. So this is like the simplest way to go about it. Like buy at support and sell at resistance is a principle. And sell at resistance. Okay, so this is the principle that we have over here. And then again, we have a different type of support and resistance, right? And this support and resistance is the thing that we see in our daily life trading. This thing, there's no way you're going to have a time you are trading that you're not going to have a support and resistance. It's like one of the basic principle. Even when we're talking about other strategies like ICT and some others like that, there is going to be a point in time you are going to come across support and resistance. Even if it's they call it buy zone, sell zone, it still doesn't matter. Just know that you're going to come across support and resistance. So here, the same thing: sell, 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 and then a buy, a buy, a buy, and a buy. Depending on how the market is moving. So we have the support over here, and then we have resistance over here. And then if we are in class on Friday, I said something about trend. Okay, so for trend, when you understand trend, we have the sideway, we have the uptrend, we have the downtrend, right? So now when we're looking at that, you can easily see here as well that we have the support and resistance. So this is like a sideways support and resistance. Let me just put it here. It's a sideways support and resistance. This is a sideways support and resistance. This is a uptrend. Uptrend support and resistance. And you know, if you are in class on Friday, I gave us an assignment. I'm not sure how many people have submitted already, but I will really urge us to do something about that and submit. You know, it's going to help you. I'm just gonna check and see what you've done so far. So here we have downtrend, support and resistance. That's to tell you that there is no point in time you cannot have this principle of buy and sell. Okay, here we have another sell. Here we have another sell, and then we have another sell, and then again we have another. We have another sell, and then buy. So it's a principle that is very easy to understand when it comes to trading. So now, but then we cannot just always have the buy and sell, because on Friday when we're talking about how all these things are kind of like formed, how they actually how they are being formed, right? There is a time that you are going to have a breakout. You know, most especially the time we can have a ranging market is like Asian section, and this depends on your timing, where you are at the moment. If you are in the state, if you are anywhere you are, you know, depending, there are some assets you might not be even able to trade because Europe, what's it called? Europe, Africa, or something, or some other countries as well. Then it's going to allow you to rest during Asian section and expect some kind of breakout after the Asian section is over, meaning the London section or the New York section. So let's now go to the breakout strategy. You know, the market, the way it is, the way it's been, like the way the market used to be, there might be a situation whereby you might have to break to the downside, right? So let's say, for example, here you have a breakout. I'm just gonna write it as a breakout. So that means it's break below what? Break below support. Break below support over here. Let's say we have another situation over here that warrants us to break above the resistance. So that means we have a break above resistance, because it cannot just keep going this way, like this pattern of sell buy. There's going to be a time it's going to break above a particular section or a particular price. So let's check here as well. We can see that we did what? We broke above the resistance, right? This is another breakout. This is another breakout of break above the resistance. So break above resistance, and then we can say, for example, it can as well just come here, you know, depending. So this is just a normal principle of breakout in the market. We also have breakout and retest, but before we go to breakout and retest, let's go to the chart, and then let's go and find some breakouts, and let's also go find some breakouts in the market that has happened in the past, and that's it. Okay, don't worry about taking screenshot. I'm going to do that one, and I'll send it. And this breakout happens in every time frame, either daily time frame, 4 hours time frame. At least we're going to find a lot of these things, but today is just for breakout and retest. So we are not gonna rush. Don't forget it's Monday to Friday, so we have the time. The main thing is for us to understand it. All right, guys, let's try to analyze this. So we have so we have what here? We have our resistance. We have our resistance over here, and then we have our support over here. So then what happened? We can see that there is a breakout over here. There's a breakout over here. The price broke what? Broke out of the resistance. Or you can just say break above the resistance. If you're just starting trading, it doesn't matter sometimes, you can just label your chart like this for better understanding. All right. So if I was to be doing analysis, I may just do this. I may say breakout on daily time frame. All right. So someone text me. Okay. So breakout from. Don't worry, Peter. I'm already recording the class. It will be posted on YouTube. Thank you. So we have this breakout on daily time frame. So this might give you an insight just so you to know that okay, there's going to be something for you to look forward to when it comes to that time in the market. All right, let's analyze this as well. We have our resistance, and then we have our support. But then, when it comes to chart patterns, we've not actually gotten there. There's some other things that you can look out for in the market. So this is a break below support. A break below the support. Okay. And then we can see these are support. You have a buyer support, a buyer support, a buy confirmed again, a sell as resistance, sell confirmed, and sell again. Then we broke below the support. All right, so let's go look for some other thing as well. This is a support and resistance on the uptrend. This is very obvious. Resistance, and then we have a support. So for this kind of a support and resistance, which is on a uptrend, right? At some point, what happened? We have these breakouts, break below support, break below support. Break below the support, break below support to the downside. All right. Okay, so let's check something else as well. Even sometimes it might look kind of small or not like not so clean, but with experience, you're going to be able to understand what truly it is for you to see a breakout in the market. And strategy usually allow us to see many opportunities in the market for us to trade. So I'm going to delete all these and let's go to 30 minutes time frame, because like I said, there's a lot of breakouts on every time frame, but the more you check on lower time frame, the more sensitive of these a lot of this breakout that you can see that is going to help you in your trading journey. So I'm gonna check this out. I can see this clearly that this is a ranging market, right? And then I can tag this to be my support. Sorry, I can tag it to be my resistance. I can tag this to be my resistance, and then I can tag this to be my support. And then again, oh, okay, I just used that one. And then again, something happened in the market which we can see clearly. We can see that there is a what? There is a breakout, or you can say break above the resistance. So for break above the resistance is to tell you that there's an opportunity here for you to have a continuous buy. I mean, it's not just that the breakout is the only thing that you can be looking forward to when it comes to breakout strategy. There's a lot of things you have to put into consideration as well. What things like the volume, volume, momentum, volatility. You have to check what time frame are you trading. You have to check which asset are you even trading as well, because we have some asset that we have a lot of fake out. I don't know if you can actually get to fake out today, but it's working so well with breakout and retest, and it's going to be like a thing together as well for us to check. Okay. Yeah. Right here we have. Right here we have another breakout, and without saying too much, you already know what we are trying to bring out. So I'm not gonna label this anymore. I'm just labeling it before for us to understand it. We have what here? We have a breakout. And in a situation where you're going for a buy, or you are anticipating on a buy, this is after you've already known on the higher time frame that we are trying to go up, trying to buy more, and the buyers have more say in the market than the sellers. Then we're just gonna do this, and it's going to be what? Okay, so let me just put it here. Don't worry. Then this is going to be a support in the market. Sorry, this is going to be a buy in the market after we've already identified our support and resistance. Okay, let's look for more things. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for this breakout and retest, and we can see it's more prominent than a whole lot of other strategies out there. Though for the confirmation over here, we have a lot of chart pattern, which is the inverse head and shoulder. You can see that an inverse head and shoulder, and the market came back to the previous resistance for us to have a complete market balance. When there is a kind of imbalance, that means there is oversold of market or overbought of market. But in this scenario, we have oversold. We've already oversold in the market, and then we are going for what? A buy. This is the breaker candle. You can see that this is a buy, and TP was slightly above the previous resistance that we have here. And then we can also identify the breaker candle. And what is the breaker candle? The breaker candle is that particular candle that broke above either the support or the resistance. Let me give us an insight. So this is an insight where we have this. So this is the breaker candle. Before we have a sell to the downside, price moves in what? In waves. Price will not just move all the way from here to here all of a sudden. It goes up and down because it's involved with the buyers and the seller. If you are not selling, no one is buying. If you are not buying, no one is selling. So you can buy if there is no seller. Let's put it that way. So we can see this is the breaker candle. Let's label it this way as a breaker candle. All right, and then we have this to be the downside. Instead of just saying, oh, it's just gonna go like a stick like this to the downside. So we have this over here. Or what else? Okay, we can see another breakout candle. Sorry, breakout trade. In a more simplified way, if you see a trade like this, you can just put a box on it. I mean, your analysis is depending on you. I'm not trying to decorate my own charts. All I have to do is analyze and make sure it's right, and then I do my trade and move on. So that's the main thing. um Sorry, let me try. I'm trying to check my gold trade. Okay, it's kind of retracing now. All right. Okay, so fine. We also have over here what? We have over here a sell trade, which is a breakout from the ranging. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it might just be uh, a big higher time frame support and resistance that you are breaking out from, or a lower time frame which you call the mini support and resistance. That means they are not so strong and you can actually find them on lower time frame. So here we can say we are having a sell to the downside. All right, a sell to the downside from over here. And what else? Let me check. We have a lot of these things. A lot. Let's go to another time frame. Let's go to another asset. Someone should give us an asset that we can analyze on. Like to hear. What has an idea of one asset that we can analyze on? Are we there? Who knows an asset that we can analyze on? Give me an example. XAUSD. Okay. Well, let's go there. XAUUSD. All right. For XAUSD, starting from here, we can easily see that there is a support over here. The resistance is above. But okay, let me give you this insight. Don't because there is no proper resistance, then a support cannot hold. No. Imagine it happened this way. Imagine it happened this way. We can easily find the support over here. We can easily find the support over here. But then it's not as if the resistance, because you cannot do the resistance, does not mean no. This is just a simple chart pattern of head and shoulder. This is the left shoulder, head, and then the right shoulder. And then we still have the what? We still have the breakout strategy over here. That is pretty okay. So we still have it over here. And then let's go back to our chart. We can see, like I was saying from the beginning of the video of this class, we can say, all right, this is a very good downtrend support and resistance. And then again, something happened here. We have a breakout, a break above the chart. So I hope we've already understood the breakout strategy that we have over here. So if you have any question, please let us ask, because we are going to continue with breakout and retest. Breakout and retest. They work hand in hand with breakout, and if we are able to complete that, then we are going to check some of how do I put this, fake out as well. So we're going to check all of them tonight. If you have a question, let me know. So if there's none, let's go to yes.
No question. No question.
No question. Okay, let's go on. All right. I would like to use let's say USD CHF, just for us to know that there's just an opportunity on every single asset out there. It's not only limited to the ones I'm trying to teach us, or maybe the one I trade most, which is gold and GJ. So let's do the three breakout and retest on every possible trend, which is the three trend, the sideway, uptrend, and downtrend as well. A breakout and retest means that when a price actually broke a particular resistance or either a support, and then the price go back to the entry, So an example of this nature, we broke out, right? And then we came back here and then we continue buying. Or a situation whereby we sold, retested, and then we continue buying. We continue selling to the downside. This is another scenario on its own entirely. And what is the cause of this? There's a lot of things that can cause it. Maybe we broke this with an imbalance, when there is a lot of volume. Let's say we are on New York section, and then the market opened. We call it the New York open volume. So the market opened with a very big volume or a good volume, and then the market just oversold or overbought. There's something that's going to happen, and it's going to be that the market will easily push back, just like a pullback. It will pull back for you to sell. And this kind of a thing will always give you an entry if you had missed an entry before. And then it always make us have a very good confirmation when trading in the market. So let's say this is a sell trade. Okay, we break below, retest, and then sell. So let's label this out. Let's label this out. We have this to be a break below, the support. We have this to be the retest, and then we are selling to the downside. So this is a very good opportunity in the market, even for the downtrend analysis as well. So let's check our chart and let's find the opportunity for a breakout and a retest. Let's find the opportunity for a breakout and a retest. Okay, yeah, I just found one pretty interesting. If you're having this kind of a scenario of support, blah blah blah, right? Let's label for learning purpose. So support, this is like quite a nice support. Okay, it's quite a nice support. And then we have a retest. Do we see we already broke out? We broke below, break below the support. We already broke below the support, and then we have a retest over here. And we can see that the market actually did well. So if you are actually taking a sell over here and then you say, oh, maybe you missed the chart already or something, you didn't. And then for those that attended the class for trading section, we can see this happened exactly by London section. Can we say this is a London volume section? London opening volume candle. So London opening volume candle is the one that we tested over here, and we can see it's pretty nice. Let's try to check another breakout and a retest that we might have here. Okay, this is another one. It's not just that obvious. So this is another one. We have the break below, breaking below the support happened here, right? So after it happened here, the market was supposed to drop, unlike the other one we were seeing before. Previously, it just dropped all the way down. But here we have a scenario where we have a break below and then a retest before we actually have the sell. We can see that, and then we see where we actually did the retest. Okay, so this is a very nice thing to see in the market. And again, we have another one here. I hope you're taking note of these things. So that is why sometimes you can see that there is going to be a very nice opportunity for you to have a retest in the market, and then the market will just present itself to you instead of just trying to chase the market. The market is the one to present itself to you. So we have a break below here, break below, and then we also have a retest over here. So we have a retest, and we have the breakout candle over here. So we have the breakout candle over here. Which is very, very nice. So let's check another one. Hopefully we can find the one that is not on a uptrend. Maybe there's going to be downtrend or sideways. Let's try to find that. Okay. Just please give me like a minute. Sorry, guys. But I hope you're understanding. That is why you see I'm not rushing anything. I want to make sure that we do this one after the other. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to call this a retest as well, but not these long candles. I'm not going to use that long candle. We call it a wick. We actually call it a wick. This is supposed to be a wick in the market. We had a resistance, and then we have this. Then we have the support. Okay, and then we have the breaker candle. You can see that very well. You can see that very well and clear. Because most of the time when there is a retest in the market, it will come back to the breaker candle, like most of the time. And that's why you can see it's not advisable you just take a trade here. It might be confusing for you that, oh, I took a trade and then it's coming back to the entry. It's more of an opportunity for you if you take that kind of a trade. So it's more advisable here. Can you see? And then you just mark it out like this, and your hairstyle is going to be at the low of the breaker candle. So this is the law. This is the principle of how to enter such trade. Let your SL be at the low of the breaker. Let your SL be at the low of the breaker candle. Okay, so that's a good thing. And then since we've already recognized our breaker candle, okay, we've already understood our breaker candle over here. That's a good thing. Let's go and check some other. Yeah, this is a very different one. But it's cool. We have a resistance over here. We have a support over here. And then we can see that after we had this long candle, which is like a pre-London section long candle, we have this to be the breaker candle. No matter what, this is a breaker candle. All right, and then we have this a pullback. This is a pullback. Pullback from breaker candle. We have this to be the sell-off. So that's a sell-off because the candle actually came here. let me just put the sell up here, and then we have this to be the retest for a new sell entry. So we have this to be the retest for a new sell entry, and this is approximately London section. So what happened here was that we had a sell breaking the support over here because of the pre-London section that we had. That was the cause of the sell, right? And then we have a retest, and this is a confirmation for us to go on the sell. So in case you see me do some analysis and they go, oh, how do you enter this trade? This is a very good insight and an example of how I actually entered the trade. And you can see that. And then if you ask where your SL is supposed to be, your SL is just supposed to be here. Because apart from what you can see here, the combination of these two candles, this blue one and the sell one, which is the white and the black candle, remember the white candle is for the buy, the black candle is for the sell, okay? Then we can have this to be a bearish engulfing candle, which is also serving as another block. Can we get that? This is a bearish engulfing candle, which also serving as another block. So it's a very safe place for you to have a sell. And that is why I was saying earlier before we get here that not just because of a breakout you can just take any trade, or because it's a breakout and retest, you cannot just take a trade like that. There are more other things, principles or confirmations in the market that is going to give you that mindset, or that courage, that confidence for you to enter such a trade. So let me give you this. Okay, you just see a trade going like this, and then happen this way. So believe you me, there is already something here. Okay, and another thing that is here, we have a support, a support, a support, and then this has always been a support. But all of a sudden we sold here, that means it was a support that changed to a resistance, making it a super zone. We had a support that changed to be a resistance, making it a super zone. So a super zone is when support change to resistance. And then what is a super zone? So is a support that change to resistance, or resistance that change to a support. Resistance change to support. All right, so this is like a very good insight when you're looking at it this way. So I believe that we've gotten something great here. Let's check another example. Okay, this is one here, very nice and neat. This is even a support and resistance on a higher time frame, on a uptrend. So this is what I'm just gonna tag this as a resistance, okay, and I'm gonna tag this as a support. Okay, and then we have the breaker candle. If we were to be on 1 hour time frame, these two candles are going to be the same thing, right? So let's say this is my 1 hour time frame candle, which is my breaker candle. So it comes with a lot of volume and FVG is inside. So we have my breaker candle, which has FVG. You know the meaning of FVG? Via value gap. So we have via value gap in it, and then the market presented its way, or let me say the price presented itself in a way for us to know that the price is going to bounce back and come back here. So from here to here, some people even use like Fibonacci retracement just to get this price right. You can use this as well. just for you to get it right and know when it is for you to enter the trade. And in this kind of scenario, I can easily see that there is going to be a sell. Yeah. Even if it were to be a live trade, I'm still going to take it that way. As much as you are working towards your trading plan, and I sent a question and answer of my trading plan that I did like 2-3 years ago to some people, just for them to have an insight of how you can approach your trading plan and how you can be disciplined about it, because you have to really know what are your own principles and some laws that you're not going to break, no matter what, no matter how. Okay, uh, we've done a lot of things today, like really a lot of things, but before we end it, before we enter this class, I'm going to go on lower time frame for scalpers. Scalpers are just the ones that like to take trade like so fast and so fast and so soon, and then they leave the trade. Here we have a resistance. This is simple. Okay, this is pretty simple. We have a resistance, and then we have this breaker candle over here, right here, that we can see this one. You might even want to say is this one. Okay, let me approach this in a more simplified way. Okay, we firstly had one breakout right over here, which is this is our first breakout candle. This is our first breakout candle, and then we have this thing again over here, breakout and a retest, right? And then there is a buy. Okay, let's say there is a buy, which is 1 ratio, let's say 3. Okay, and then we also had another retest back to the downside, which is another breakout above this mini resistance and support that we can see. If you go to 1 minute time frame, I'm very sure you can get it right there. You can see this here, and then we are going to have another buy. Need to have another buy trade that happened here. Okay, so now this, what made us come back here is because we have another breaker candle, but the breaker candle is working a different form, because our resistance, there's another resistance here. We call something confluence in the market. Confluence is when two or more resistance or support meet at a particular price. So there is a confluence over here, and we can see that we broke. This was the breaker candle for this particular resistance over here. Okay, let's imagine I want to write the resistance over here too. So we have already a confluence here, and then we have the breaker candle over here telling us that we can actually have a retest to the downside when it comes to it. We are going to say the breaker that's the breaker candle, and then the market retraced back here and then move all the way up. Some of you might be wondering, why am I not using this? Even if I to use it, if I'm to use it as well, it's still going to be my entry starting from the above of this candle, and my sell a little bit below of this candle because of spread with my broker. So still the same thing I'm gonna do. But then I'm gonna ask you, how do you think this trade is going to end? This is a nice support and resistance. There is a going on here. As you can see it, we have the support over here, and then we have the resistance over here. We have the resistance over here. This is a very nice idea, and you can see, maybe not, we can break above, we can break below. It's just something happening at the moment, and by tomorrow hopefully we can have something really nice. I mean, this Asian asset CHF, so not really an Asian, but then I mean I mean, Switzerland is in Europe, so but it's more of categorized to that aspect of my own personal way of trading, with my own rules and everything. But CHF is in Europe, so we can expect a breakout. I mean, the trade will not go like this forever. We can expect a breakout. So the last thing that I said we are going to learn tonight is what we call a fake out. A fake out. What is a fake out? Is when you think the market is going to break above a resistance or a support, but then he ended up not doing so. He ended up not doing so. That's a thing on his own. If it ended up not doing so, then it's another thing on its own, and there is a way to handle it, just for you not to fall for a breakout, a fake out, But I'm not sure if you can get there tonight. But this is going to be the assignment for today. The assignment is going to be that try and make an analysis of the market. Okay, when you make the analysis like this, like a support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, try to make it in a way that you can analyze it, identify your support and resistance, identify the breakout, identify the breakout and retest. You can use any asset. Even let's say you are trying to use DXY, which is the dollar index. DXY, which is the dollar index. You can also get this there, all right? You can also get this breakout there, no matter what. So there's an example. This is an example, and then we see there's a breakout. It's also over here. There's a break to the downside. It's also over here. Break above the resistance. Another one is over here that we can see on this sideway. And when did the other sideway happen? It happened before the New York section, because majority of the time when it comes to DXY, which is the dollar index, it moves mainly during New York section, because I mean it's the dollar index. And a lot of all these assets as well move during that time. We can also have this. We can see that we had a breakout. We moved massively during New York volume opening. Can we say that? New York volume. So it happened during the New York volume, and then we had a retest over here. So this was the retest that happened. Okay, this was the retest that happened, and then we had a sell. We had a sell to the downside. We had a sell to the downside. This is very interesting. We had a sell to the downside. So in this kind of a scenario, is to tell us that breakout and retest are very, very great thing. And then by the time I will be giving us the insight on what's it called, the fake out, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to start from that tomorrow. And do you have any question? Let me check my message. Kindly help us send the assignment to yes, I will do. I'll do so. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, the same time, same moment. Have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, bro.
You
Today lecture was too much amazing, bro.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate
You're
your effort.
welcome.